memories that have just been nagging us for quite a while now, most of the trip. We're gonna go visit REI here in an hour or so and get some gaiters so we can wear shorts on trail. Maybe look at some new shoes for skates and get adjusted. My back's all tore up. Mary's knees are tore up. Our feet are a mess. We're just gonna go home for, I don't know, maybe a week at the most, maybe a little longer. Just try and regroup and then head back to just north of Glasgow, Virginia, and continue our journey. Just felt like we needed more than a couple days to regroup. Back up to Glasgow. Going to Staminals tonight. We're gonna shuttle up to Highway 60 and hike back to Staminals. And after that, we don't really know. Well, good morning, good morning. We are back on trail. We are just south of Highway 60, about 22 miles north of Glasgow, Virginia. We stayed at Staminals last night in Glasgow, and we are hiking back there. We are back on trail after being gone for about 10 days. We stayed at a Holiday Inn Express in Lexington about 10 days ago for 2 nights. And then we decided to rent a car and go home to kind of recoup and rehab our aches and pains. And we just drove up from Tennessee last night, or yesterday. And it's good to be back on trail. We got a pretty cruisy downhill most of the day, with a climb toward the end of the day. We will be staying at Punch Bowl Shelter tonight. It's a little brisk this morning. It frosted in the town of Glasgow, and it's a little breezy here. Not exactly sure of our elevation, but we're significantly lower than we were in the last video y'all saw, where we were on Bald Knob and Coles Mountain at a little over 4,000 feet. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. The weather looks great for this week. It's gonna get hot tomorrow. 84 in the valley they're calling for, so certainly in the 70s up in the mountains. We're just happy. I'm happy to be back on trail. We brought our vehicle with us, so over the course of the next whatever it turns out to be, we're going to be doing kind of a modified supported slack pack out of the car, stage the car 20-30 miles down trail, take a shuttle up, spend 2-3 days at a time in the woods, Get back to the car, slingshot it down. Another 2-3 days. We're gonna do that for a while. Hopefully we can get down around Daleville in a week or so and get off of this map on far out and move to the Southern Virginia map, which would be delightful. Hope y'all are doing great today. Hope it's a great week for y'all. It's Sunday morning. Feels like a Monday. I don't know how that happens, but we'll check in later. Spring is springing. It's probably about 10. We've been on trail for an hour, gone a couple miles. Been walking around along this creek for most of it. All this vinca minor, this ground cover on the left. Haven't seen any of it yet this year. This is Brown Mountain Creek. Brown Mountain Creek. This area was settled by a bunch of freed slaves that eked out a living here. They were all gone by the 1920s, according to the sign. This is probably one of the easiest sections we walked on the AT. And the most serene with this babbling brook. It's noon. Gone about 4 miles. Got this beautiful lake right here. Maybe Lynchburg Reservoir. Not sure. Mary's new shoes and her new gaiters. See any fish? Creek looks much better downriver. It doesn't look like a great spot for a skates way out in front. So we came back yesterday, and within 6 hours, not even 6 hours, probably 4.5 hours, we're right back to where we started around 10 days ago. So we're gonna get off trail early, and we're gonna pack it in and go home. Maybe we'll section hike the Appalachian Trail again sometime. Maybe we won't. But I know enough to know that kicking this can down the road continually is just like the definition of insanity. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. And I'm not doing it. I'm not putting that Mary through that. I'm not putting myself through that. I built it up a lot, and we tried and went home to try and rest up. We came back, and there's no sense in continuing to kick this can down the road. Being out here, I miss it already. There was some big mountains I was looking forward to going up, but I appreciate all who watched these videos and commented and like. The May apples are just starting to poke their heads out of the ground, out of the leaves. Little babies. So we're back up at some elevation now, I think 2,500, not that much. Maybe I rushed it coming back. I was just afraid the longer we waited, the harder and harder it would be to come back. But this is only an 11-mile day. Probably gonna cut it short. Mile mile and a half or so, and I don't know. I doubt. Maybe tomorrow will be different. I doubt it. I've seen this movie before. I let it play out way too long the first time. So sad to go so early in the journey, but it is what it is.